What is going on, everybody? ZyoniK here, and in today's video we're going to try out Reggie Steele with Zap Cannon. I used an Elite Charge Team to give my already powered up Reggie Steele for the Great League, which has terrible IVs, but hey, it still works, to see how strong it actually is. Now we're going to back it up with some spice today, Shiny Golduck and Gallade, two Confusion users with a really good moveset here. The Golduck is going to take you by surprise, and you guys know Gallade, it's really strong. So hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Let me know down in the comments if you guys have tried Reggie Steele with Zap Cannon yet. Let's go and get right into it. Okay, moving into this first battle here, we have Reggie Steele on the lead versus Nidoqueen. All right, this is a terrible matchup. We're going to swap right away into Gallade and get ahead on energy. Now, they decide to swap into Azumarill. This is not a good matchup. Gallade absolutely shreds apart Azumarill. I love it. So this maybe means their whole team is weak to the Gallade, which is perfectly fine with me. I'm going to go ahead and shield this charge move. Likely going to be an Ice Beam or Play Rough here. It is going to be a Play Rough, which means I should be able to farm down with Confusion and have a lot of loaded energy. So we're going to go ahead and risk it and fully farm down, and we do. That is beautiful. So we'll have to see what decides to come in. It is going to be a Wall Rain. We're going to go straight for close combat here. Why not throw the Hail Mary boom? Watch your ears, everyone. Boom! Nearly one-shots right there. Gallade taking down Azumarill and Wall Rain, and about to get a shield here from the Shadow Nidoqueen. So this is going to be a good battle, very well played, as Golduck now can come in and farm down with Confusion itself. As you guys are seeing, this is fantastic right here. So we're going to go ahead and shield. It's probably just going to be a Poison Fang, but that's all right. I think this Confusion damage should be enough. We will also throw the final Confusion right there, but this next Poison Fang now will be taken, or nearly taken us out, and Confusion is going to take it. So that is going to be a good battle, very well played. It's going to be a lot of booms today, everyone. A lot of booms. Get ready. We got Reggie Steele now versus Altaria. Okay. Good matchup for us, but the Altaria can get us pretty low here. But this is what's really cool about Zap Cannon, is it lowers your opponent's attack. So we're going to be going straight for that Zap Cannon. They do get to the Sky Attack. I should have thrown it right away, but I was thinking maybe they were going to try to swap. But the Sky Attack here doesn't do too much damage. Not too worried about it. So we're going to go ahead and throw Zap Cannon now. This does neutral damage to Altaria. Remember, it's still Dragon Flying, but it's still a lot. That's a lot of damage right there. And the attack drop, which makes us that much more bulky in this matchup. So we're going to let this next Sky Attack go through. There is no reason to be shielding right here. I need those shields for Golduck and Gallade, but here comes the next Zap Cannon. Probably going to be getting a shield from my opponent. I imagine they want to try to win this lead if they can, and we do get a shield. So now we're going to test the limits of the bulk here on Reggie Steele by no shielding this next Sky Attack. We already did two Zap Cannons, dropping the attack on Altaria, and we survive, so we are able to get to the Focus Blast now. This is going to be resisted right on the Altaria, but it's a Focus Blast. It should do enough damage, and let's see. Yes, it does. So we got shield advantage and switch advantage. We're going to swap right away into Gallade, and they brought in a Reggie Steele and then swapped into Azumarill. So a Gallade, again, the Swiss Army knife of these metas in both Great League and Ultra League, because Leaf Blade and Close Combat covers so many of the meta Pokemon that you see in the meta. So we're going to go ahead and shield this charge move. Look to load up a little bit more on energy, as they did throw a Play Rough right there, which is perfectly fine with me. We're going to load up a little bit, throw the Leaf Blade now, and we should be able to close this game out nicely, as two close combats will be enough to take out Reggie Steele. Reggie Steele's an absolute tank, and close combat, yes, does a lot of damage, but it's not going to be enough to really one-shot right here. So we will give up a shield here, making sure that we can get to two close combats before they get to two Zap Cannons or Focus Blast or what have you. So two more Confusion should do it, and that is looking to be a good game. Very well played. So here comes the first close combat. I'm not going to boom it right here. Don't worry, it's not enough damage, but the second one I'll boom. Why not? No, I won't boom. But Gallade here, putting on an absolute clinic with the charge moves against the meta, as you guys can see. Good game to my opponent right there. Didn't need to use the Golduck. All right, Moving to the next one, we got Reggie Steele versus Walrein. Okay, so a positive matchup for us. We just have to watch out for the Earthquake, but we do have access to Focus Blast and Zap Cannon. So we'll have to see what they decide to do. I'm going to go for the Zap Cannon right here. Both do super effective damage, but I really want that attack drop on the Walrein. Now, I think we got a shield. I think they're going to try to go for Earthquake, so I'm going to swap into Golduck to try to catch the charge move here. We've already lowered the attack. If they throw Icicle Spear, it's resisted, and it is an Icicle Spear, so we resist that. Golduck taking it like a champ, and we will see Lurantis now come in. A super spicy, fun, new Pokemon in the meta. I've already made a video on it if you guys want to see. It is above, and I'm going to check the time, 5 minutes roughly, yeah. It is above right there. Be sure to go check it out. It's a super cool new Pokemon, but Golduck here can really put some pressure on it as it only has one shield left. So we're going to go ahead, actually it has no shields left now after looking, but we're going to go ahead and go for the Cross Chop here to do as much neutral damage as we can. It's not enough to take it out, so they should be able to get to another Leaf Blade in time. But this is actually a perfect setup for our Reggie Steele to come in and farm down with Lock On. Now, we need to be careful about a potential superpower here from Lurantis. They might just be able to get to it, but Lock On fully farms down, unshielded team with a loaded Reggie Steele, lots of health, and a shield. Things are looking very good. They're going to come in with the Walrein, so we're just going to go ahead and throw the Zap Cannon right away. This is going to do an incredible amount of damage. Boom! One-shots Walrein, and the final Pokemon is a Talonflame. So we're going to be able to go for another Zap Cannon here. It's safe to say Zap Cannon is the way. We will shield the Flame Charge in a full Reggie Steele sweep right here. You'll love to see it. This Pokemon is incredibly meta, incredibly strong, and rightfully so. These Zap Cannons absolutely put a hurt on opponents. Boom! Take out the Talonflame, and that is going to be a good battle. Very well played. Okay. Moving into the next one, we have Reggie Steele versus Swampert. Okay, not the best of matchups right here. We're going to go ahead and go into Golduck this time, and we do see a Venusaur come in. Now, what's cool about Golduck is the confusion damage right here. As you guys can see, we're also going to throw a Bubble Beam now just to lower the attack of the Vine Whips, the fast moves there on Venusaur, but we do get a shield. That is actually really good for us. We're going to go ahead and shield ourselves and try our best to win Switch if we can. We're just going to go ahead and try to fully confusion down. I don't think I'm going to make it, so I'm going to throw the Bubble Beam, and hopefully this does enough damage right here. Bubble Beam goes through. Oh my goodness, they lived with literally 1 HP and a dream. I cannot give up 2 shields. I can't. There's a Swampert on the other side, so we're going to come in with the Reggie Steele here and farm down. We're going to see the Swampert come back in. We're going to swap right away into Gallade, and they swap into a Walrein. So Gallade, once again, putting the team on its back. The Swiss Army knife of the Great League meta. We're going to go ahead and shield the Icicle Spear. We'll have to see if we can do enough damage here. We're going to go for the Leaf Blade Shield Bait. Honestly, both moves, Leaf Blade and Close Combat, should be applying shield pressure, and we do get the shield. So we got to get to that Close Combat in time, but I don't think I'm going to make it. I am going to opt to throw Leaf Blade right here. I think it actually still might do enough damage. Yes, it does. Walrein goes down. Swampert is going to be coming back in and is going to throw a Hydro Cannon right away. Sadly, Gallade will go down, and now this is going to be a matter of moveset and fast move race on the Swampert, as if it has Earthquake, it might be over, but if it doesn't, and it has Hydro Cannon Sludge Wave, which I think it might, which it does, we should be able to get to the Focus Blast in time to take out the Swampert. So that is going to be a good battle. Very well played. Boom. Takes out the Swampert. Reggie Steele put in absolute work. Golduck, the spice of the team. Gallade, the Swiss Army knife. Now, Reggie Steele versus Basseodon. Okay, so this team right here is going to be tough. I really don't have an answer for Sableye, and I found that out very quickly once I faced off against this team because, you know, Gallade's going to get shredded apart by Shadow Claw. Confusion damage isn't going to do anything to Sableye, so the only way to take this thing out is with landing Zap Cannons, but thankfully I do have answers in the back for Basseodon. Both Golduck and Gallade can do pretty well against it. Cross Chop, Close Combat, Bubble Beam, as you guys can see, but we're going to go ahead and no shield here, and we're going to try to get to another charge move. They undercharge right there as well, which means we can get to this Focus Blast in order to force a shield from our opponent right here, which we do. Okay. This game isn't over. Sableye is loaded on energy. we're going to go ahead and come in with Golduck here. Golduck's Confusion, not doing too much damage. They will be able to get to a foul play in time as well, so I will give up a shield here. But what I'm hoping for, and it was a return, which is beautiful, what I'm hoping it is a Medicham in the back. That's what I really need to be facing off against. So I'm hoping it is going to be Basseodon, Medicham, and Sableye. So we do see Basseodon come in, so we're going to go ahead and go for Bubble Beam here. I actually don't think it's worth going for the Bubble Beam in hindsight, as yes, it does lower the attack, but Basseodon already doesn't do too much damage, and I really need the Cross Chop damage in this matchup. So I think that was a waste of energy on my end, but that's okay. We're going to go ahead and adjust and go for Cross Chop now, which definitely does a lot more damage. So they're going to go ahead and throw the charge move. I am hard reading Medicham in the back. I will no shield the Golduck here, and we will go all in with Gallade. It was a Trevenant in the back. That is very unfortunate for us because Shadow Claws are ripping us apart. We're going to be able to get to the Leaf Blade here, but we're not going to be able to get to 2, and that is looking to be a good game to my opponent. Really strong team on their end, right? Basseodon, Trevenant, and Sableye. But it just goes to show not every team is perfect. And on my end, I really didn't have an answer for either Trevenant or Sableye. Which, you know, maybe you guys can adjust on your end with a different Pokemon, maybe something other than Golduck. But really good game right there to my opponent. Okay, moving to the next one, we got Reggie Steele versus Nidoqueen again. Saw a lot of Shadow Nidoqueens today, so we're going to go ahead and swap into Gallade, get ahead on energy. Confusion is absolutely chunking right here, and they decide now to swap into Defense Form Deoxys. Not the best of matchups, it could really go either way, but it all depends on their moveset and what charge moves they decide to throw and when. Thankfully, we do have Leaf Blade here for neutral damage, but what we got to be careful for is a Thunderbolt landing. We take neutral from the Psycho Boost, resisted from the Rock Slide, but a Thunderbolt right here would be devastating, and I really want switch advantage, so I'm going to go ahead and shield. It was a Thunderbolt. That is awesome for us. I'm going to try my best to commit to the farm down, but we aren't going to get it in time. They do get to another charge move, so I will be shielding this as I have far too much energy. It was a Psycho Boost, actually. So I have a lot of energy now in Gallade. We gave up a lot of advantages right there. I go for the close combat here. In hindsight, I should have just gone for Leaf Blade, but I wanted the boom, and we do get it. We do get a shield, and we're going to go into Golduck. So another slight mistake on my end, giving up basically my only counter to the Shadow Nidoqueen. But honestly, the Golduck here with Cross Chops and Confusion is going to be doing quite a bit. Now, we'll have to see it can tank an Earthquake. We know it's an Earthquake. You, me, the mailman, we all know it's an Earthquake coming in. Golduck holds on right there. Beautiful amount of damage absorbed, and we are going to be able to get to a Cross Chop now to force that final shield here from Walrein. If they don't shield, which they don't, the Confusion damage now versus Nidoqueen is substantial. That was a lot. One Confusion, really a lot of damage. So we're going to go ahead and bring in the Reggie Steele. I want them to throw their energy. They got to go for the Earth Power, but they throw a Poison Fang right away, which is very interesting. I will now swap as quickly as I can into Gallade to do as much damage with Confusion, and 2 is enough. So good battle, very well played to my opponent right there. Alright, moving to the next one, we got Reggie Steele versus Nidoqueen again. I faced a lot of Nidoqueens today. We're going to go ahead and go into that Gallade. Once again, Confusion really adding up, and they decide to bring in an Umbreon this time. So this just might be that Nidoqueen Double Dark, right? So Scrafty, Umbreon in the back. We're going to go ahead and go for Leaf Blades here. Doesn't do too much damage, but I was hoping for them to shield, but they did not. So we're going to go ahead and no shield this as well. I really need to set myself up with shield advantage, which means I am forced now to go for close combat here to do as much damage as possible, or potentially get that shield from my opponent. So close combat does get the shield. Umbreon will farm down, but that is okay. Reggie Steele can tank a few foul plays here. As long as I can get to that Focus Blast relatively quickly, we're looking pretty good still. So we'll have to see how this plays out. If I am reading Sableye, Scrafty in the back, Golduck should do alright versus that, especially with the Cross Chop. So we're going to keep shields here for the Golduck, let these foul plays go through, and just pray I can get to this Focus Blast in time, which we do, thankfully. Umbreon's very spammy, especially with that Snarl fast move here, but Focus Blast now lands. boom, takes out the Umbreon, and we are going to swap right away. Hard reading Scrafty. Let's see what happens. It's a Toxicroak. Even better. Confusion now is absolutely tearing apart this team. Golduck is absolutely turning up right now for us, as the poison typings on my opponent's side does not like the psychic damage. We're going to go ahead and go for a Bubble Beam as well to try to force that final shield from our opponent, and we get it. So now we can Confusion down, and that is going to be a good game. Very well played to my opponent. A great way to end this video with a nice little Golduck Confusion sweep. But this team was spicy and fun. You guys saw the raw power from Reggie Steele with Zap Cannon and Focus Blast. The attack debuff is huge, especially on a Reggie Steele. Again, I didn't have an answer really for Sableye or Trevenant, so if you guys decide to build a team similar to this, adjust for that. But overall, I think it was a great couple sets, had a lot of fun, and Shiny Golduck is spicy and fun to use. So hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and like always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.